just like the street, like a fire in a blaze. Girl, in our eyes, you know that we gonna light it up. In your eyes, they're just like the fire, we gonna light it up.
Hello, everyone. Welcome in. Welcome in. How's everybody doing tonight? It is Friday, and it is time to get into some true crime tonight. But welcome in, everybody. Hopefully, you guys are having a great Friday. But I will be the thing to like the comments or the super stickers. I don't know if I could do it over here. Oh, I bet I could. Let's see. I don't know if I can. Oh yeah, I can. There we go. Okay. Well, I didn't know I could do that. We learn something new every day. But welcome in, everyone. It's good to see everybody in here. We'll get into some true crime here. We're going to start. We're going to cover a newer case. I put it on the poll today. What case you guys wanted to cover? Well, we went over it last night, so it's not. Oh, I'm trying to go back down to the bottom over here. There we go. Wasn't letting me there for a minute. That was scary. Oh, and before I forget, I don't know if you want me to say your name because it's like your first and last name. But whoever the person that sent me the PayPal this morning, thank you so much. I didn't even expect to get that at all. You never expected, but it was very, very unexpected, and it was very, very sweet. I want to say that. So, and you're welcome for reading the documents. You're welcome. No problem. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to read. But actually, my eyes have been like burning the last few times we've been reading. So I've got me a little, I've got me a little doctor's appointment coming up. I think I might need some new spectacles or something, I might need some new glasses. They may need to be a little bit stronger. And I'm not going to get mad about it. I'm not going to get sad about it. That's just part of life. Or maybe it's, I don't know. I'm not out in the sun too much. I wouldn't say that. I mean, I am out in the sun a lot, but I probably should wear my glasses when I'm out in the sun all the time. Sometimes I don't want my, you don't want the eye marks from the glasses. But I'm supposed to wear these all the time too. 24 freaking 7, they said. And I'm not doing that. Oh, am I buffering or are you buffering? It's pausing me? Really? Like, I can see the chat. That's weird. Usually, if it's locked up, it won't let me see you guys. But let me know if I'm still doing anything, glitchy. Because I know that a lot of people have been having problems with YouTube lately. So, am I on Wi-Fi? I am. I'm not hardwired in anymore. But I've got full service over here. Yeah, we're on the right one. Oh, thanks, Maribeth. It does. It does look darker tonight. Huh. That's a little weird. Because it is. It is a little. It does look like it is. Let me see if they did something on the I don't know. They did something weird on the StreamYard. Maybe if I switch to this camera, I mean, it's still the same camera. Maybe put it up there, high definition. Now you're really seeing me. Ugh. No filter. Don't even know where that stinking thing is. I used to. Used to be in the settings. Not there anymore. Maybe they just put a beauty filter on you automatically. I don't know. Log out, and log back in. Okay. That's what sometimes I have to do that. So I'm just making sure everyone is okay over here. But thanks, Mary Beth. You're so sweet. I appreciate that. I love these glasses. I hope I don't have to get rid of them. Maybe I could send them back and they could put the new lenses in these old frames. I know people don't normally do that, but I'd pay for that. I paid my money on my phone bill, so it can't be my fault. Thanks, Chad. I appreciate that. It's a little two-piece outfit. It says American Summer, which I don't know what other summer there. I mean, there's I mean, I don't know what is so American about it, but I had to have it. It was soft. Your eyes are burning too. Mine are too. But my hair does look darker tonight. Okay, well, that's weird. That's weird. I mean, because that's when I looked at myself and I was like, whoa. Didn't do anything. It's just weird. Okay, that is weird. Okay, we'll get to tonight's live. But Mary Beth, you're absolutely right. It looks like I colored my hair. Where's Ashley going? I'm so excited. I'm going to take my newest boat addition down the gorge tomorrow. Got a big group of us going boating. Oh, that's so fun. Yeah, you can get one of those boxes for your phone, like a wet box. Oh man, me and Vincent still haven't been on the water since we lost our shoes, my outfit, his dignity, my cell phone, my vape, everything. We haven't been back on the water. We were on the water for about 2 minutes. No, not even 2 minutes. 30 seconds, 45 seconds tops. And Vincent flipped over. They gave us Ziploc baggies to put our stuff in because I asked for a waterproof container because normally you can rent them there. They didn't have any. So they gave us these Ziploc bags like that was going to do something, right? Bye-bye phone. It was crazy. So Vincent, we had to he wasn't even in the water for 2 seconds. So that poor guy. And he hates water. Like especially water that he can't see, like, in. So, but if you're new here, my name is Tanya or TitaniumBuilt. And we do talk to each other for the first 8 to 10 minutes on our lives because we want to say the words we want to say on our lives. So we don't have to say the unaliving and all those code words. You'll know what we're talking about when we're talking about it. But we are going to talk about, there's not this case doesn't have a name, cases have and it's sad to say that, but they'll have names or they'll get attached to a name like Idaho 4, it's sad to say, but that's just, kind of what it's like. Even the two people, Clinton and Kristen out of, Arkansas that not passed away, they were killed on the hiking trails, people were, saying the Arkansas hiking, murder or the Devil's Den. They're calling it that. But this one doesn't really have a name. And there's 4 people that are unalive now, or unalive. Now I'm saying all the code words. They were killed, murdered. And we're going to go over their case tonight because it's extremely important to get the word out because this suspect is not caught yet. He has not been caught. He is still out there running loose somewhere. I'm going to guess in the woods now, maybe. Because we're gonna take it all the way through, but you'll find out there are some updates tonight to where his car has been located. So I did put together a little presentation. I wanted to add a couple people to this, and I didn't, and I should have. I should have asked or added Cortney's sister, but I couldn't remember her name for sure. And then so I just put people that I knew for sure. But basically, there was an infant child found, and she's 7 months old. She was found in her car seat in a person's yard. And she was dropped off there by an individual that we come to know as, that's the suspect now. But her mother, father, grandmother, and uncle were all killed about, 45 miles away. And they were found later on in the evening. So what we're going to do is we'll go through the relationship between the victims and the baby, and then we'll go through like a small timeline, and then we'll go from there. And TBI did give an update today. I don't know if you guys saw that or not, so we can play it. I'm sorry, I'm really thirsty for some reason. This case is really sad. And I know there's a lot more to it that I don't know. I was going through like Facebook and stuff. I found like the pictures of him posing in front of his like commissary and stuff. But I couldn't find like an actual Facebook group that was just with just this case alone. And if anyone knows of it, let me know in the chat, because I couldn't find any. And I was searching around because I was like, usually there's Facebook groups, and then you can go into those groups and there's usually people that are from the community. But I haven't found anything like that yet. I didn't even find anything like that on Reddit, so, which was surprising. Welcome in, everybody. Caitlin Speed, thank you, Ishi. I was going to get a hold of you earlier, but I knew you were at work, so I didn't want to bother you. I was like, I don't know when she gets off. We'll have to add her we'll have to add her down here somewhere, because my demonstration isn't the best, but we're learning over here. Okay, so we have the infant baby, and then we have the mother and the father of this little girl. Adrianna Williams is the mother. She's 20, and the father was Matthew Wilson, and they're both deceased now, and he was 21. Everybody that was killed, I mean, there's no age that's appropriate, but these people were so young. Adrianna's brother, Braydon Williams, 15. He was the uncle to the baby. I didn't put it uncle down there. And then Adrianna's mother, Cortney Rose, deceased. So I guess I kind of put them based around the Adrianna, but still, that, you get the picture. So he pretty much wiped out like a family. I don't know Courtney's, if she has like a significant other or anything, but basically, yeah, it's so sad. So we're going to take it back to when this all happened. So in case you guys are new, and if you are new, let us know if you're new in the chat. Also, if you guys don't mind, take a second and hit the like button. It'll help get it to the video out into the algorithm. So July 29th, 2025 at 3 p.m., a 7-month-old infant is found abandoned in a car seat in a stranger's front yard on Old Highway 20 near Tigrett. Is that how you say it? Dyer County. A witness reports seeing a dark-colored minivan or white mid-size SUV leaving the scene and calls 911. The infant is taken to the hospital for evaluation. The Dyer County Sheriff's Office begins searching for Cortney Rose, Matthew Wilson, and Adrianna Williams, believed to be connected to the child. On July 29th, 2025 at 10 p.m., the 4 bodies are discovered in Tiptonville, Lake County. And I should have mapped this out, because I did map out a little bit of it. Approximately 40 miles from Dyer County. So the Dyer County Sheriff's Office is working with the Lake County Sheriff's Department, Tennessee Bureau of Investigation, and FBI. That they link the deaths to the abandoned infant case. The identities of the deceased are withheld pending notification of kin. This was on the 29th. This was at the time. Sheriff Jeff Box calls it a deeply saddening day and commits to seeking justice. And so far, I mean, they know who they're looking for. On July 30th, the investigation continues with the TBI leading efforts. Lake County Sheriff Brian Avery expresses community support. Authorities note the heat index was 116 Fahrenheit. That's crazy. I still can't get over how hot it was. Like, I mean, I don't know how long an infant would be able to stay out in once 116 degree heat, right? without, I don't know if like, I don't know if the baby had shade or not, like, but without being in shade, I would say, well, just like a few hours. If you're just sitting there just baking in the sun and you're not moved, it would be just like being in a hot car at 116. That's crazy. I mean, it is. Okay. So this is July 31st. Austin Robert Drummond, 28, is named the suspect in the quadruple homicide. What is up with everybody being 28? We got 3 people now that are just out here murdering people. And actually the last 3 that we dealt with, it's been 4 people involved. Even on the hiking trail, it was 4 altogether, the 2 little girls and the 2 adults. I'm going to look into that. What's up with people when they're 28? But he is wanted for 4 counts of first-degree murder, aggravated kidnapping, and firearm-related charges. He was already supposed to be going to court on other charges, and he probably won't be going to court on those, unless he's caught. The victims are identified as Matthew Wilson, the infant's father, 21, Adrianna Williams, 20, the infant's mother, Cortney Rose, 38, the infant's maternal grandmother, and Braydon Williams, 15, the infant's maternal uncle. All from Dyer County. Drummond previously convicted of aggravated robbery, and I have he tried to appeal it. I have it, and we might go through that and read that tonight. He was convicted of aggravated robbery in 2013 and released in September 2024. So just released. Hey, Mia, why do you do that? She digs with her claw to try to get comfortable on the carpet. So literally a year ago, not even a year, 10 months. 10 months. I mean, I don't, that's crazy to me, but I guess he likes it in there. But he's considered armed and dangerous. He is added to Tennessee's most wanted list with $2,500 reward for information leading to his arrest, later increased to $15,000 by the TBI and U.S. Marshal Service. Authorities believe he may be driving a 2016 Audi A3 that gives the Tennessee's license plate with damage to the driver's side. And then today, August 1st, happy August, everybody. The Audi A3 linked to Drummond is found unoccupied in a wooded area in Jackson, Tennessee, where he reportedly lived out of his car post-murders. I mean, where else would he live? I guess I'd probably hide out in the woods. I don't know. I'd probably get a tent or something. I don't know. If you're like sleeping in your car, just like willy-nilly out there, I mean, I don't know. You would think you get caught. The TBI suggests Drummond may have had an accomplice while abandoning the infant. So did he pick him up after he killed everybody? Or her? He or she? I don't think so. I mean, I don't know. Maybe that person was with them during the murders as well. District Attorney Danny Goodman Jr. states the murders appear targeted and isolated. Multiple agencies, including the FBI and U.S. Marshals, continue the manhunt. If you have any information, please contact 1-800-TBI-FIND or call 911. I don't know where the truck went. Like, yeah, I'm wondering, do you think he could? I mean, I don't know. Yeah, since 17, yeah. He's just been living in prison. I mean, some people get comfortable in prison, you know what I mean? And they get out here in the real world with people that are not from prison, and they don't know how to act. So they end up doing something, and then they end up going back to prison. Like, it's crazy to me. But we'll kind of like go in the order of how everything went, and then I'll put this at the end if we want to read it, because I do have some like news clips and stuff. And then the TBI did give an update today on Austin Drummond's search after the vehicle was found. So let's listen to see what they have to say. This is like kind of long. So I don't know how the question part of this is. If it's too quiet, we'll just skip the, question and answer part. Because sometimes, these can be pretty low. Volume is up all the way. Okay.
Y'all ready? Yep. Good afternoon, everyone. I would like to thank you all for coming today. My name is Kim Wheeler. I'm Public Information Officer for the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation, West Region. We're here today to provide an update on the ongoing investigation into the tragic deaths of 4 individuals in Lake County. Here today to update you on the ongoing investigation will be TBI Director David Roush, 29th Judicial District Attorney General Danny Goodman, U.S. Marshal, Western District of Tennessee Tyrese Miller. Stephen Sutton is here to speak on behalf of Lake County Sheriff Brian Avery and Dyer County Sheriff Jeff Fox. And we also we'll hear from Deputy Chief Derek Tisdale with the Jackson Police Department. First, we're going to have Director Roush come and speak with you and give you some updated information on the investigation.
Thank you, Kim. And thank you all for being here with us this afternoon. Let me begin by expressing our deepest condolences to the families of these victims. James M. Wilson, Adrianna Williams, Cortney Rose, and Braydon Williams. We at the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation, along with all of the law enforcement organizations there, have been working this case, understand the profound impact that this crime has had on the Lake and Dyer communities. This tragic, violent, and heartbreaking event that happened on Tuesday has shocked this community, has certainly concerned neighbors, and with the type of crime has people scared in their homes. Tragically, this incident has this community on edge. I can assure you that state, local, federal agencies have been working around the clock since Tuesday when we were notified of this incident, that we are working to determine all the facts of the case and to bring the identified individual, Austin Robert Drummond, in to determine what he may know about this tragic incident. This investigation began at the request of 29th District Attorney General Danny Goodman. I can tell
What did you
that
say? Hold on.
he may know about and to determine what he may know about this tragic incident.
Sorry.
This investigation began at the request of 29th District Attorney General Danny Goodman. I can tell you that our authorities, local, state, and federal, have been working on this since we got this call. The last confirmed sighting of the individual who is the suspect in this case at this time and is now wanted was on Wednesday in Jackson. The victims were discovered on Tuesday, July 29th, in a wooded area along Carrington Road in Tiptonville. Based on what we know at this time, we do not believe that this was a random act of violence. It appears, with all the information that we have, is that this was a targeted incident. This is why I think it's critical for us to reach out and appeal to Austin and those who may be assisting him to turn himself in, or for them to call us and let us know where he is so that we can bring him in to question him about what took place. We know, frankly, that based on information of the incident, that while this was an extremely tragic and violent event, that there was a sign of compassion, if you will, that we know happened, that tells us that there's a possibility that Austin may have a sense that that there is hope for him to be able to come in and have a conversation about what happened. And because of that, we're asking him to give us a call. Let us pick you up or bring yourself in. Find a legal representative and come by and let us sit down and have a conversation about what happened. We recently have discovered the vehicle that he was last seen in. The information has now been put out to the public in the area where it was discovered. He was last seen driving a white 2016 Audi A3 and that had damage on the vehicle. That vehicle was recently discovered on the dead end of MCO Road. That's Mike Charlie Oscar Road here in Jackson. Law enforcement has put out a notification to those in that area to lock their doors and be alert. And they will notice a large police presence in that area, and for them to stay aware and stay safe and to call immediately.
And that's where they have been looking tonight. It looks like even within like the last hour, they've been out there.
To 911 if they see this subject or if they see anything challenging or concerning. There have been charges filed through the Attorney General's, through the District Attorney General's office. 28-year-old Austin Robert Drummond has warrants for 4 counts of first-degree murder, 1 count of aggravated kidnapping, possession of a firearm during the commission of a dangerous felony, and he is considered armed and dangerous. This is why we're advising the public not to engage with him, to call us if you see him, if you have information about his whereabouts, to reach out through the 1-800-TBI Find line. We have also, in conjunction with the U.S. Marshals, put a $15,000 reward for information.
Did he say he just said MCO Road, didn't he? He didn't say like the address, like around about. I'm looking on the maps to see.
Information leading to his arrest and conviction. And so we ask those who may know something about this case to please reach out and call law enforcement. I do want to thank our partners. This has been an absolutely difficult few days here in the area, Lake and Dyer and here in Jackson. It's been a difficult few days, and I want to thank our partners. There has been an amazing response from many authorities in this, and I'll mention a few. This is not a comprehensive list, but there are a few that I want to mention and thank for their dogged determination in this investigation. It includes our folks with Lake County Sheriff's Office and Sheriff Avery, Dyer County Sheriff's Office and Sheriff Fox.
It's Rapper.
Crockett County Sheriff's Office.
Rapper, is that you? You know Vincent ain't got time to be you, Rapper.
Dyersburg PD, Tiptonville PD, of course, Jackson PD. Also on the state side, we've had TWRA, the Highway Patrol, state parks, and of course, the district attorney's office from the 29th. On the federal side, we've had the United States Marshal Service, Two Rivers Violent Fugitive Task Force working closely with us, as well.
That's him
as
kind
the
of
Federal Bureau of Investigation.
going in and out. It's the
Again, I
video.
think it's critical that the public know that, one, this is not a random act. And so I think if there's any solace in that, there should be, that it was not random. And frankly, an act that this individual that we believe is of interest and certainly have charges on. There was an act after the event that we believe shows some humanity. And so we're appealing to that piece, as inhumane as the situation is, but we're appealing to that within this individual to come to us and tell us what happened, right? Let us work through this and figure out what happened so that we can bring some resolution to this. And again, I want to thank all of the agencies involved in this effort. And really, I'm extremely proud of our team here at TBI. They have been working around the clock, putting in every resource that we have to attempt to, one, investigate this case, but also to bring resolution. And so with that, I will turn it over to General Goodman for his comments. General.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for being here. I don't have a lot to add, but I do have a few things that I would like to say. First of all, there can't be any more tragedy in a family or anything more tragic to happen to a person than the loss of a family member. Unfortunately, we have, in this case, a family who have lost multiple people. And so our heart goes out to the family. It goes out to the family that's going to be dealing with the child and raising a child that has lost both parents now. So our hearts go out to those individuals. I would like to thank the law enforcement. This has been nothing short of impressive with what they've done. As Director Rouse said, they've worked 24 hours a day. I don't think I've ever been so impressed with anyone as I have with the bunch that's worked this. Information has come in so rapidly in this case. It seems like just every 5 to 10 minutes, there's new information coming in. So without this team, the tier, there's no way we would be where we are at this point. So I want to thank them for that. The other thing is we are dealing with an extremely violent individual. This was what we would think is an isolated incident. It's not anything to where we think the community is in danger because of a person who may be out here randomly targeting people, because we don't think that's the case at all. However, we do need the community to be very careful. We do not need them to try to approach this person. We do need your help. And we appreciate the media being here because there's a lot of things we couldn't do and information we couldn't get out without you, but we need the community as well. So if anyone does have any information, don't approach the individual, just contact the TBI hotline, call 911, call your local authorities. They will get you to the right person. But just please do not approach this individual. Not only is he known to be a violent offender because
I was thinking the same thing.
He's been violent in the past. So we know that this is.
I'm just going to say this. If he was willing to kill people in his family, like, you know what I mean? Like close in family relation, I guess you'd say. Then I would say that he probably doesn't want to go back to prison ever. And he probably would do something to somebody if, they got in his way, or if he just, needed to maybe. I mean, he's out there right now. We don't know if his mama and daddy's helping him or if he's out there with no help, right? So if he doesn't have any help, he might get desperate.
Individual who could
I think he's going to get desperate either way, but
person some damage. So just be very careful when you're out there.
I think he'll mess up though.
I'll take questions in a few minutes if you have any, but I'm going to turn it over. Is someone that wants to speak? Yeah, okay. All right.
Good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of the United States Marshal Service, I want to send our sincere condolences to the family of those affected. Again, such a tragic loss. I cannot imagine what they may be going through. And I'm a firm believer that the only way to achieve some type of justice, if you will, is to hold someone accountable. And that's why we are assembled here today. Everyone here, although we may wear different badges, different lapel pins, our agencies have different names. Some are federal, some are state, some are local. But let me assure you, we are unified in our efforts to find Austin Drummond. This individual has shown a propensity for violence, and he needs to be taken off the streets. We would like to do that peacefully. We would like for him to turn himself in. That will be the goal. The goal would be a safe surrender, and that way we can assure that he's taken into custody safely and that there's no injury to law enforcement or the public. But let me assure you of this: the U.S. Marshal Service will not stop until he is in custody. We have our whole team dedicated in prioritizing this incident, and it's not a matter of if, but a matter of when he's found. And it's not just here in West Tennessee, but we have support divisions at headquarters that are also assisting in this effort. So as you know, there's been a reward offered, and to those who may know where he is, we don't care about where he may be, other than you giving us the information, and you will get paid, no questions asked. So that is the priority, is for him to turn himself in. But if not, then that reward does stand, and we will gladly take him into custody. And again, I want to thank everybody involved. The TBI has done a phenomenal job, as always, with the investigation. The other law enforcement agencies that have been mentioned, everyone, we are unified in our efforts to find him. So again, I just want to thank you for being here today and helping us get this message out. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for being here. My name is Stephen Sutton, and I'm here today on behalf of Lake County Sheriff Brian Avery and Dyer County Sheriff Jeff Box to address two deeply troubling incidences that have recently affected our communities. This past Tuesday, we faced a heart-wrenching situation where an infant was found about 3:11 p.m. on Old Highway 20, abandoned in a car seat just off of Highway 412. The baby was immediately cared for by those who saw the infant be dropped off, and EMS was called to evaluate the baby. And I'm glad to report that thankfully the baby is safe and being cared for. And the Dyer County Sheriff's Office does have jurisdiction into the investigation regarding this abandoned child. In addition to the distressing scenario, we're also dealing with four.
I was about to ask if I was muted. I was like, did I hit the unmute button? Oh my goodness. Okay. No, I was just saying the video quality is bad because it's just bad. Whoever like filmed it, I don't know what happened, but like there was just like a couple different people that were filming and they were both bad. So this is like the better of the two. Sorry about that. I was like, I was like, did I unmute myself? And then I went back into the screen and said I was muted. And I was like, did I mute myself again? Sorry about that.
Tragic homicides that occurred in Lake County. And just as those before me have expressed, our hearts go out to all of those families and friends that have been deeply impacted with pain and grief of the actions that have occurred this week. Each life lost is truly a tragedy, and we extend our deepest sympathies to all of those who are grieving. And we want to assure you that we're doing everything in our power to uncover the truth and to provide answers. I want to take a moment to again express our gratitude to all of the law enforcement partners, state partners, federal, local, who have been tirelessly working around the clock to bring justice to these families. and their dedication and commitment during such challenging times surely are commendable. I must emphasize that our primary focus remains on locating Austin Drummond, who's still considered a suspect at large in these ongoing investigations. Finding him is our singular focus, and we urge anyone with any information regarding his whereabouts to please come forward. Your assistance is crucial in helping us bring closure to these families and restoring peace to our communities. We appreciate your cooperation. We appreciate your patience as this investigation unfolds. Thank you for your understanding as we navigate these sensitive matters, and we will keep you updated with any new developments as they arise. Thank you. Lake County Sheriff Brian Avery, Dyer County Sheriff Jeff Box.
I don't know who those guys are, but I like them. I like them. You know, I've said this before. I feel bad for officers that have to, they're in the middle of working a case and then they got to stop everything because they have to give like a press conference, right? I mean, it's nice for us and I don't ever want them to stop doing that. But it just, you know, like sometimes they could, what if they're like in the middle of like something really big, right? And then they're like, I don't know, they just can't like leave the office. So it sounds like they got themselves like a little public relation guy. Like, hey, we're going to tell you what to say and you go out there and you say it for us. Cause we got stuff to do. You know, we got a job to do. I like it. That's how I'm going to think of it anyway.
Good afternoon. I'm Derek
Hello.
Tisdale with the Jackson Police Department, Deputy Chief of Police. First, on behalf of the Jackson Police Department and the citizens of this great city, Jackson, Tennessee, we want to express our sincere condolences for the family that has so tragically lost their loved ones. But what I want to speak to is what we're doing in this ongoing effort. In a collaborative effort, we are continuing to partner with the federal, state agencies to bring about the safe apprehension of this individual, Mr. Drummond. We as officers of the Jackson Police Department, we have officers that are dedicated as task force officers and working with the Tennessee Bureau of Investigations, also with the U.S. Marshal Services. We will continue to do that. We will also continue to bring forth any and all resources that we have that will assist the other agencies in bringing this to bear. What we want, or what I would want to encourage, is that our citizens be aware of your surroundings when you're in or out or around your places of residence. We want you to be mindful of what we're putting out and be attentive to what we're putting out, because not only are we trying to safely apprehend Mr. Drummond, but we also want to keep you safe. So on behalf of the Jackson Police Department, we will continue to partner with these agencies until this individual has been brought to justice. And if anybody sees this individual, again, I want to reemphasize what everybody else has said. Please call 911 or call the Tennessee Bureau of Investigations. Thank you.
All right, we will open it up to some questions now if you have questions.
Imani Williams with Channel 5 out of Memphis. You talked about a sign of compassion that you all saw from Drummond. Is that him dropping off the baby?
Yeah, so what you're asking is when I mentioned the sign of compassion from the suspect. Yes, so they brought attention when they dropped the child off, brought attention. There were people nearby, and so brought attention to those people to come and get the child.
Okay, so Drummond, and he's saying like they. Did he just say they? Let's go back a minute.
Brought attention when they dropped the child off. Yes, so they brought attention when they dropped the child off, brought attention. There were people nearby, and so brought attention to those people to come and get the child.
Okay, so he said they. Okay, so they means more than one, right? And I don't think they were like counting a mouse in his pocket. So they drop off the child. So, okay, we're going to give Drummond we're gonna give him that part. That little piece of, I guess he couldn't hurt the child, and he didn't want anything to happen to the child because as soon as he saw somebody, he, I guess, stopped and was like, "Hey, there's." I mean, what did he say? Did he say I just dropped a child off in this yard, or did he say I just went by this house and there's a child in the yard? I think. Will you go check? I don't know how it went, but he's saying they. So this guy right here just let that little slip come out. So that's probably why they said, well, they did say they think that he could have been with someone else. Now, I don't think if he was with somebody else after, I mean, there was time to pick somebody up, but it's just strange to me that he would pick somebody up with a baby, like and just sit in the back seat of the car or wherever the baby was.
Yes, sir.
Channel 3 in Memphis. So the outline or the lineup is that the baby was dropped off first before the homicides, or what's the timeline?
Yeah, so all of that is still
Timeline.
under active investigation.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
asking about the timeline for the incidents. At this point, that is all actively being investigated.
And how about the scene on Carrington Drive? Did the suspect go separately? Was he with the other parties? What can you tell us about that?
Yeah, I won't go, but you're asking again about specifics of the crime scene itself. We won't go into detail on the specifics of the crime scene at this time. It's a very active and engaged investigation.
Lauren Sherman with ABC 24. Can you confirm at this time Austin Drummond's relationship with any of these victims? Were they family members or in a relationship? Can you confirm any of that at this time?
Yeah, I appreciate you're asking about the relationship of the suspect with the individual victims. There was a familial relationship between the suspect and the family.
Troy Spratt, Fox 13 News. Have you guys at TBI been in contact with Caitlin Speed at all?
Again, as you're asking specifics into the investigative process, we won't go into the specifics of the investigation at this time.
Brooklyn Camp Channel 7 in Jackson. Is he still in Jackson? Are we aware of that, or are we expecting that he's around in other counties?
Yeah, Brooklyn, in terms of the location of the suspect at this time, we believe that the suspect is still in the area based on the potential information that we are working through. So at this time, we believe that he is still in this area.
Imani again with Channel 5. We're in Jackson. We were in Dyer and Lake County earlier this week. Kind of talk a little bit about how important Jackson is to the investigation when it looks like he may be from Jackson.
Yeah, so in terms of the importance of Jackson to this investigation, obviously, all of the area here, Jackson, Lake, Dyer, this entire region, if you will, are critical in this investigation. Obviously, direct ties to the Jackson area, and that is why there is concern and focus. The vehicle being found here in Jackson certainly heightens that focus. So Jackson and the Jackson PD are critical partners as we continue to try to bring Austin in to be able to try to figure out the answers and resolve this.
Troy Spratt again with Fox 13 Memphis. So do you guys believe Drummond had assistance in committing the crime, and do you think someone is helping him stay hidden right now?
Yeah, I hate not giving all the specific, but those questions that you're asking about if he was assisted and any, those are all details of the investigation that we won't get into at this time.
Brooklyn King with Channel 7 again. Is he on foot? Is he in another car? I know you said the car was down.
Yeah, Brooklyn, that in terms of is he on foot or if he's had another vehicle, those are all parts that we're still investigating.
Earlier, he was recently incarcerated. Were those charges aggravated robbery, aggravated kidnapping? Can you talk to that a little bit?
I'll yield to the general on that information. General.
Come on, General.
Austin Drummond was convicted in Madison County several years ago for an aggravated robbery. He was sentenced to the Tennessee Department of Corrections, and he was housed at Northwest Correctional, which is in Tiptonville in Lake County. He completed that sentence. So it's what we call flattening the sentence. So he doesn't actually come out on parole or probation. He's just released because he's done all of his time in prison. While he was in prison, he received other charges.
Do you want to give him parole?
We actually took him to grand jury in Lake County because since it occurred at the prison, then it was in our jurisdiction. He had some drug charges that we indicted him for. And then shortly after that, he actually was charged and indicted in Lake County for attempted murder.
Well, with the handgun.
Which took place inside the prison. Because he completed his sentence, then that was just like any other sentence that a person on the street would have committed. So what happened is once he was released from the Department of Corrections, the Lake County Sheriff's Department picked him up just as they would anyone else, brought him to the Lake County Jail, and he made bond. So he has been out on bond on those charges when we think that this was allegedly committed.
Which of these pictures is the most accurate of him current?
I wonder how much his bond was. I mean, that should be a pretty high bond, you would think. Attempted murder and drug charges in prison. That'd been my question.
My understanding is the one with facial hair.
Yes.
But understand that that can change, right? That's just a matter of taking a razor to your face.
And for immediate family.
Yeah, I mean, look at the eyebrows alone. What the hell? What happened to this guy's eyebrows when he went to prison? Where does eyebrows go? Is that part of being in the Vice Lord gang? You gotta get rid of the brows. I mean, look at those brows. Prominent? Not prominent. These are like 1990s brows. No, well, okay, 2000s brows. 2000s brows. These ones are like 2025 brows. His brows BK'd themselves. Yeah. Did he think he was BK or something? People were after me. I gotta shave my eyebrows. That's weird.
Members of these victims are there.
I mean, it even changes the shape of his eyes. Almost, right? Like, look how droopy they look in this picture. He probably on drugs in this picture, even though he's in behind jail or behind bars. I mean, he looks a lot different without the facial hair and stuff. And yeah.
Sort of protective orders that have been given to them since Drummond has not yet been caught.
Now they need to tell us which one he looks like right now. Like, I mean, even though he could shave, which one does he look more like? I mean, like, does he look like jail him or not jail him?
Well, they're always going to be advised, just as we've advised the public, to be careful, be vigilant, always be watching their surroundings. But as far as any orders, it would be from a court or anything like that. There's no orders like that.
2 more questions, real quick.
Was this drug related at all?
That's part of the investigation. That's
Ooh.
something Director Roush could answer, but I don't think he's going to be able to give you any information because it's part of the ongoing investigation.
It is. Yeah, it is. I bet you it is. I'm going to say it is because he's smiling a little bit when she asked that question. The guy said, look. Yeah, now he's not smiling.
Do you have anything else you would like to say?
No, we're good. Thank you. Thank you for your
I don't know.
assistance with getting this information out.
Because, I mean, what, like, other than to hurt his ex, that's the only thing I could think of is the reason why he would do this. Yeah, no, he's not. He's not a bad looking person. I mean, I would take him with the eyebrows. I'm a lady that likes eyebrows. But you know, I guess he is in the Vice Lord gang. That's what not W. Who's that? W. Fox 13 is putting out. Let me see if we can. Okay. Let me see if I can pause this. It says, "Oh, don't do that." Let's see.
One district attorney just confirmed it. In the past half hour, that DA told Fox 13 he is a member of the Vice Lords gang. Let's continue our team coverage now with Fox 13 investigative reporter Kayla Solomon. Kayla, all this came to light in a letter cautioning just how dangerous he is.
Yeah, we just got hands on that letter within the last hour.
Oh, she get her mic'd up.
With District Attorney Jody Pickens in Jackson. I I got off the phone with Jody Pickens, the district attorney in Jackson, Tennessee.
Sorry, Kayla, we're having some microphone problems. Maybe we can get back to you here in just a moment.
Oh,
That's
come on.
important information, and we'll definitely want to try to get back to you. Now, in the past 30 minutes, Fox 13's investigative team also confirmed a prison tie to the victim's family. Now, we previously reported family members confirmed Drummond was in a relationship with Caitlin Speed. She is the sister of Cortney Rose, one
right?
of the murder victims. Now, this picture shows Drummond and
No.
Caitlin Speed on top of the Memphis Pyramid. That's since Drummond's prison release. In just the past few minutes, the Department of Corrections confirmed to Fox 13 Speed was a corrections officer at Northwest Correctional at the same time Drummond was behind bars.
What? That's okay. Okay. See, I don't know. I haven't been on the Facebook page. Wow. Okay. So, because I read about the gang thing, but I didn't read about the her being in corrections. So that's crazy. That is crazy to me. So that's how they met. I mean, obviously, I would say that.
All right, now let's go back to, as we take a look at that scene in Jackson, that apartment complex that deputies had surrounded, but they've since left. Let's go back to Fox 13's Kayla Solomon. She's got more on the DA's letter, basically, Kayla, refuting his parole, saying this man was too dangerous to be set free.
Yeah, that's right. Within the last hour, we got a lot of new information from District Attorney Jody Pickens, as well as a letter that he wrote to the parole board back in 2020. Now, Pickens told me that he was the ADA who tried Drummond back in 2014 when he was initially charged with an armed robbery. Now, in 2020, he was up for parole, and Pickens sent a letter stressing that Drummond was way too dangerous to be let out. Now, I'm going to read quite a bit of this letter because it really paints a picture of this suspect. Quote, Austin Drummond is a dangerous felony offender and confirmed member of the Vice Lords. Then he gives information about that armed robbery. He entered a Circle K convenience store and pointed a revolver pistol at the victim. Then, after his jury, he made a phone call to his father where he threatened the jurors and the victim in the case. He made statements saying, "They're going to regret it, and I will be out one day." Those threats tacked another 3 years onto his original 10-year sentence. And now he is out and confirming Pickens' warning, accused of murdering 4 people less than a year after being released. Fox 13 also learned Drummond was out on bond from an attempted murder case that happened inside the prison when these murders happened. Now, just for some background, the Vice Lords gang is one of the largest and most violent prison gangs in the country. It started in 1958 in a Chicago juvenile facility. Daryl?
That is Fox 13's Kayla Solomon in studio.
It says it's, whoops, I didn't mean to play that again. I was looking up on it earlier. It says that it has an estimated membership between 30 and 35,000 people. The gang was founded by Edward Peplow Perry. Wow. And they use symbols like a 5-point star and a rabbit with a bow tie, like the Playboy logo, to identify themselves. Oh, okay. That's what it says on here anyway. Okay, yeah. So I would not have thought it. I mean, based on his, I mean, if you're in, I would actually, I lied. I would know that. I would think that. I mean, that doesn't surprise me. He was in prison for 10 years. What else are you going to do, right? If you're in prison for that long, you're going to try to fit into, get in to fit in, or fit in to get in, or whatever the saying is. So I saw this right before I came live. Well, I guess it was a little bit before. This is the one I wanted to play. Yeah. Okay, yeah. It's just that I have two from the same place. So this is whenever they find his vehicle, and they show us like where the vehicle was at.
Breaking news is first at 5 on your news leader. A massive manhunt is underway at this hour in Jackson, Tennessee, for the man wanted in connection with the killings of 4 people in Lake County, Tennessee. This is exclusive video you'll see only on 3 of the scene where Austin Drummond's vehicle was located earlier this afternoon. Good evening, and thank you for joining us.
That just looks like, because I was looking at the area. I mean, there's a lot of houses and everything around. You think he Ubered out of there or something? But then where would he go, right? If he was living in his car, why did he drop the car off? Did it run out of gas? He didn't have any money. I'm curious.
Here this afternoon. Good evening, and thank you for joining us. I'm Stephanie Skurlock. Greg is off tonight. The TBI held a news conference earlier this afternoon to update us on the case. Our WREG's Mike Suriani was there. He joins us live tonight from Jackson in that area where the search is happening. Mike, what is the latest?
Hey, good afternoon, Stephanie. You may be able to hear a helicopter overhead, but there is a very large, I'm understating that, very large law enforcement presence here in this northeast part of Jackson. Now, Interstate 40 runs south of where I am now, so I'm in the northeast part of Jackson. It's a residential area at the corner of Farmington Drive and MCO Road. Not very far from where Drummond left his vehicle, or where they recovered that vehicle. So there is a very intense search in this area as they're trying to find him.
I just don't know who would be stupid enough to want to get involved in this, right? Like, as a reasonable person. Even if you're not reasonable. This guy just killed 4 people. He just killed 4 people. And you're like, yeah, I'll get in the car with you, bro. No, you stay away from me. You go turn yourself in. That's what I'd say. Because right there, you're now an accomplice. You're now helping him, outrun the law.
He's still on the run. Let me show you some video.
Accomplice after the fact.
From this camera where I am. And you can see law enforcement there, vehicles
that's true.
moving. And beyond me down there, you can see some folks from the neighborhood that are out
really
watching what's
there.
going on. I've seen quite a few people out. Now one of the police vehicles leaving in a hurry. So that's something we've seen quite a bit of down in this area as this search intensifies, and they're out looking in different areas, following up on different leads. Now, earlier, TBI Director David Rausch mentioned something about how serious this search is, and gave a warning to residents.
And he is considered armed and dangerous. This is why we're advising the public not to engage with him, to call us if you see him, if you have information about his whereabouts, to reach out through the 1-800-TBI Find line. We have also, in conjunction with the U.S. Marshals, put a $15,000 reward for information leading to his arrest.
Yeah, I do want to mention that during that press conference this afternoon, where a number of representatives from area law enforcement agencies attended, every one of them sending out their prayers to the victims of this tragedy, and expressing just how shocking this whole event has been. Now, we're going to have much more on this search operation. That'll be coming up at 6, and then later on at 10, and we'll be updating this story, of course, on our website.
So I'm just over here looking at stuff. And it says here, July 26, 2024. I don't think this has anything to do with it, but I don't know. The last of 14 members of the Vice Lords gang, street gang, convicted of crimes under the Racketeering, Influence, and Corrupt Organizations RICO Act, has been sentenced in federal court. They announced the sentences today, it says. And it has like a bunch of stuff on the gang, and then it has like all the people that were in the gang that were sentenced. They go from ages, the youngest age I see is 26. The oldest is 38. Yeah. And they got 31 months to 960 months. One of them was to be followed by life imprisonment, 2 of them. So, I don't know. I just thought I would put that out there. Well, hey, Bone Mama, welcome in. So, this was another one that came out. I didn't get to watch this one. This one was like right before the live. I don't think I got to watch this one. I don't think I saw this one. Nope, I didn't. Okay, so let's watch this one and see what they say about this, because they're in the same area where they were searching before. And I will look on some sites and see if there's anything that's like new that from like his location or anything. If maybe they caught the guy by now, but I doubt it. I think one of you guys would have told me by now.
Continuing our breaking news team coverage of the
But I'll
search
look.
for a quadruple murder suspect. Thank you for joining us for the news at 6. I'm Stephanie Skurlock. Today, law enforcement agencies swarmed a neighborhood on MCO Road in Jackson, Tennessee, after finding the white Audi they believe Austin Drummond was living in. He was last seen in Jackson on Wednesday, a day after he allegedly killed James Wilson, Adrianna Williams, Cortney Rose, Braydon Williams, and dropped a baby off in a Dyer County yard. We begin with WREG's Melissa Moon, who joins us live from a Jackson apartment complex where investigators are continuing their search for him. Melissa, what is the latest from there?
Good evening. Well, we are just south of I-40, and law enforcement was here for about an hour and a half inside this complex, but appear to have left empty-handed. There are still some helicopters, 2 of them, that are circling this area. We believe they are looking for Austin Drummond. Now, this is less than a mile from where they found his vehicle this afternoon. Take a look at the video we shot earlier. You can see that law enforcement were all over this apartment complex. We saw them go up into one building and later come down with a battering ram, but no one apparently in custody. The TBI believes that he may be in the area and says nearby residents have been asked to lock their doors and be on high alert. Neighbors we talked to in this complex were startled to see all the police vehicles in their parking lot, and even more concerned when they found out who they were looking for. As we said, the TBI said the last confirmed sighting of Drummond was Wednesday in Jackson, where he does have connections. And in a news conference Friday, TBI appealed to Drummond and whoever may be assisting him to call TBI so he could be questioned. We have no idea how long these helicopters will be circling this area, but of course, we will stay on it. Live in Jackson, Tennessee, Melissa Moon, News Channel 3, Dave.
All right. Thank you, Melissa. And as we mentioned, that apartment complex is just one of the scenes. WREG's Mike Sirianni is in the neighborhood where investigators first discovered that car. Mike, it's been a chaotic afternoon for people who live there.
Wow. Hey, good afternoon, Stephanie. Yes, it certainly has. I'm standing at the corner of Farmington Drive and MCO Road. Now, behind me, you see a squad car sitting there, and down that gravel road is reportedly where that Audi was recovered, the car belonging to Drummond. And that's why intensely searched all day for hours. Impression that they still think he's still in this area. Now, we have video that the search effort, because helicopter over me, but and watching the police activity
has now possibly for a few days. Say he's armed and dangerous, and I mean, obviously he committed a quadruple.
Just a few moments ago, they're going to find. They made that pledge this afternoon at the TBI press conference.
I'm freaking muted over here. I thought I hit the unmute button. No, sorry, that was me. Sorry, that was me that time. I thought I hit the unmute button. No, as I say, if you need to like go out and come back in, but I don't know why it keeps doing that. And then YouTube had like it's been kicking people out of my lives. So like I don't know what's been going on. Does YouTube not like me? Shoot, I thought I did pretty good, YouTube. I just stay over here in my corner. I don't mess with nobody. It might be StreamYard or something also. But thank you guys all for being here. Oh, like my YouTube update? Probably, but I have an update on my computer I need to do. Like, it's probably it. Maybe. It could be it. It's either YouTube or, I mean, I shouldn't be like, because I'm like, when I'm talking, like my hands are not like, they're going, like they're not like buffering out. Do you know what I mean? Like there's never been any part of me that's like, yeah. And I'm not on a phone. I'm on a computer. I'm on my MacBook. It's brand new. I just got it this year, January. Now, StreamYard doesn't have an update, but they did do an update recently, it looks like, because StreamYard, like when you went to your settings, the settings are all different. Like, I don't know. They're not like all different, but they're just a little different. What's this? I don't want to leave this studio. I could put like even this, look, I can even put this behind me. I could make myself something else, somewhere else. I'm trying to see if I could figure anything out, but it doesn't say anything. Wait, I want that. Okay. Okay, I was just trying to see if I could figure it out. Really? Windows devices. Oh. Then maybe it is a YouTube thing, like a Google thing. I don't know. But it's weird. Like the viewers, like the live viewers, like they'll go up a lot and then they go down a lot. Like it's not like, I don't know. YouTube's been having issues all day, Crystal said. Well, YouTube, bitch. YouTube, get your crap together. Because we are trying to stream. Play Nice, do you have an Apple product like me? It's probably a YouTube problem. It probably is. But I'm glad you guys tell me, though. Me too, baby girl. I was just thinking the same thing. She said, I'm hungry. I had Bibby Bop earlier, but didn't really fill me up. Yeah, I'm going to go out there in a minute and be like, I'm hungry. Oh, how are the kids doing, Ashley? I saw your man was in here. I'm tired. I'm hungry. Did you have to work today, baby girl? I don't know how you do it. Like being on your feet that long. I used to be on my feet all the time, and y'all are where it's at. Speaking of which, I need my sister-in-law to look at my hair when I'm down there. Twice. Oh man, you're probably tired then. You have both too, Play Nice? Vincent has both. I think he has like a Google phone or Android or whatever it is. Android, and then like, but now for work, he has to use an Apple phone. And like, he's not very, I mean, he's starting to get a lot better with Apple products, but he wasn't like really, he didn't really know a lot about Apple up until probably a few years ago. They're annoying as ever. Are they going back to school yet? Because I know the back to school is getting ready to be starting. I need to see if y'all have some kids and you don't mind. I won't show them to nobody. And you guys don't mind. Or you can even block out their little faces with little hearts. I just love the back to school pictures. I never see them anymore. Of like all the kids. I think it's so stinking cute. When they're standing out there with like the first sign, like their first day sign. Oh, It makes my heart happy. I usually will like get on Facebook and see, but I feel like I don't know when the school starts down there. I have to figure that out when I'm down there because I've been missing the back to school, the little photos that people take. The ones that crack me up the most are the parents that are super happy. They take photos of themselves like smiling or dancing or like jumping up in the air because the kids are like going back to school and the kids are in the background. They look like they just look like they're just like so mad because they have to go back to school. Those ones are the ones. Those ones are the ones that are funny, I think. Yeah, you get to see how big they are. The first days are the cutest. And first day of school, like when I was younger, it was the best time to go because you didn't get any homework, right? You didn't do any work. It was, let's go show off my outfit, which looking back now, I'm thankful for the parents I had that were able to, buy me new clothes for every school year like that. But it was just like, you got to see your friends that you haven't seen because it's summer. Like I had friends. I went to school 40 minutes away from my house on a bus. It was 40 minutes. It was like 30 minutes off the bus. So half of our school was split up in kindergarten through 6th grade. Half of us went to this school and this little town that was like, I think they had like 1,500 people that lived there. And I'm not even that's putting that there might've been less. And then the other half of kids went to this other school that had like 2,500 people that lived there. I mean, no, not that many, probably about the same. So then when we got to high school, then it was like, we wanted to see each other. So yeah, all the new clothes. Did you know that in Ohio, if you live in Ohio, it's tax-free weekend this weekend? Yeah, I found that out the hard way. I went to buy Birkenstocks of all things, and I wasn't going to make the salesman wait for this weekend because the shoes might not have been there either. I think I don't have them in here. I was trying to break them in earlier, but yeah, they have 6 teachers. Oh my gosh, 1 homeroom, 1, and then 1 for each subject, I guess. Oh my gosh, kind of like high school. They're in elementary school still. Yeah, I hope they don't make them have like a 3-minute bell in between. Like give them 5 minutes, 6 minutes, like at least give them, a little bit more. So I grew up in Ohio. But Pennsylvania would have been better because they don't have any taxes on their clothes. So I grew up in Pennsylvania for a couple years of my life when I was born. And then pretty much I was brought to Ohio. And then my family all lived there. So we'd go back and visit. And then my aunt and uncle moved to Ohio. Then they moved back to Philadelphia. Then they moved to Florida. They're doing it big. Oh, year-round school. I heard that's pretty good though. Like I heard that because you get like a bunch of days off. You like go for 3 weeks, you get off for like 2 weeks or something. I don't know what exactly it is, but it's like something like that. Oh gosh. Oh yeah, I do have the Midwestish accent. The bell was the worst for me because I'm ADHD and I didn't know it at the time. I would get to my locker and just be like, I think I'll clean out my locker now. I mean, it would just be like whatever I could do to not go to class. And then I'd be running to class. I remember one kid our senior year, he tried to army crawl into the classroom. He thought he wouldn't get busted. She didn't do anything to him because it was so funny. You're in the Buckeye State Crystal? See, well, tax-free weekend this weekend. I feel like as adults, we should buy ourselves a new wardrobe for school. Like as if we were going back to school. We're adults now. That's even better, right? We can pick out whatever we want. Like we don't have to have our parents' approval. I'd have parents' approval. But I wore dresses till like freshman year. I swear I was always in a dress or like always a skirt or a dress. And now I always wear stuff that's just comfortable. Oh, and if you guys didn't tell before I get off here, I forget to tell you guys. Again, if you guys if you're just now joining, I don't know if I think the person that gave me the PayPal earlier, but thank you again. And my store is now on my page. So like if you go to my like my home page, actually I can show you. Oh, and I did post the picture of Brian Koberger today when he got arrested. I don't know if you guys saw that. I thought it was like, oh, yeah, I'm not on the homepage. That's probably why. Where did it go? It might pop up for you guys on your side, but it was like right when I went to my homepage earlier. Oh, it was on my phone. So like, yeah, if you go to my homepage, it should show it like at the top, I think. I'm going to try to figure out how to like kind of make it go down. So it's not like the first thing that you see maybe. But yeah, exciting. I was going to see if I could find it. And we're almost to 20. It looks like we're almost to 22,000 subscribers on this channel. So look at that. Subscribe up if you haven't already. That'd be great for me and for you too, because we talk true crime daily here. And if that's something that you're into, yeah, make sure you subscribe. I love Ashley's voice. Isn't it cute? Ashley's voice does not match her. It just doesn't match you. I don't know why. When I think of like you talking, I just don't see that. I mean, it's a strong Southern accent and I love it. I'm here for it. But it's just so like, I don't even, it's like apple pie. She says straight up cornbread and I said apple pie. But it's cute though. I love Southern accents. I think that I love them. Usually people with Southern accents, usually the people I've encountered anyway, they're usually always really nice. You know, like, and you can't get mad at someone when they say, hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. I say that a lot. And one other thing before I go off here. If I say like, hey guys, I don't mean that as guys in the chat, only guys. I mean that as everybody collectively as a whole. Y'all are in a whole. I consider myself a guys, you know, because I stopped saying that for a while because it was like no one said anything to me. I read it somewhere that it was like, you shouldn't say guys anymore. And I was like, but that's what I always say. You call everyone brothers, see? Warsh, did I say warsh? Oh gosh. My mom was, oh my gosh. My mom was probably rolling in her grave here. Well, she's in a beautiful angel, so she's probably rolling around in that. Oh, I said warsh. That's my grandmother coming out of me. My mom would have been like, wash. Like she always used to say, like, say dear, dear, dear. Well, no, like my grandmother always said extra too. But my mom would always correct us. Like if I said crick instead of creek. Woohoo. My mom would be like, what'd you just say? You mean crick or creek? I'm not saying it wrong. Creek. And I'd be like, yeah, that's what I mean. You know, or if I said like, there's one of them that's like a little too TMI. I'm trying to think of like stuff that she's like, I used to say like, if I said like y'all, she would say you all, you know. She never like she wasn't mean about it though. It sounds like she was like mean about it. But my mom was the sweetest angel. She was an angel on this earth. But she just always wanted our English, I think, to be more like not broken, but it's broken. It's broken. We speak English and it's broken. Harshly. Go to the zinc and wash your hands. That's so funny. I'm wondering. I like your I like your accent too. I like those accents and like southern states. Mine is half Pennsylvania, half Ohio. It's half Philadelphia. It's like half city, half country. It's a little in the middle. It's a little weird. But thank you guys for talking to me after the live. I appreciate it. She was trying to get me to be fancy. She really was. It was cute. She would just like look at me. And the thing is, my friend, he's so country. He named his son Crick. I told my mom that. She about fell out of her chair. I thought she was going to have a heart attack right then and there. I was like, yeah, Mom. He did. They did. Yella. I probably say stuff like that. I bet if I listen to myself back, I never listen to myself back, but I bet if I did, I would hear the stuff, the more of the accents and stuff I say. There's a lot of people that say that. Mine was grandma and grandpa. If you called her grandma or like something close to grandma, mom, maybe it was mama or something, and she was like, "Oh, I'm a grandma." The West Coast is the best. That's what Vincent says. Bob Evans down by the creek. We used to go to Bob Evans for our field trip to the farm. There's a Bob Evans farm. Yeah, I love that. Wicked. Happy and Honey, that's so cute. Mimi and Poppy. Oh, I like those ones, Actually, well, the Poppy I really like. And that's what they call, I think it's what they call my brother's dad. No, they call him Pop. They call him Poppy Pop. Poppy Pop. I think that's cute. Well, thank you guys for being here tonight. I'm going to jump off here and see what Vincent's doing. I've got to get a couple things still for the baby shower. Oh my gosh. I'm telling you, my gifts are the best. I haven't even went there yet. I haven't even went to the baby shower yet. And I'm like, I already know. I got her the cutest sterling silver rattle in like, it's little baby rattle. And it has his name, like it has the last name. Welcome, baby. Chimere. And then it's on both sides. And then I got him a jelly cat stuffed animal. And it's the bunny one. And it's so cute. I want a jelly cat. Like really bad. Vincent was like, "You want a stuffed animal?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I do. I want a jelly cat." I'm gonna be so my nieces. So I'm gonna be a great aunt. My niece is like 29, I think now. So gonna be her second. So it's my first boy though. So I'm excited. I'm excited to go and see her and rub her belly and do all the things that make her mad. Make her uncomfortable, but I'm ready to meet her significant other too. I haven't met him yet. So it's been a while since I've seen her. So I'm excited to see all of them. But thank you guys for being here. I will see you guys all tomorrow night. I might be on here a little bit earlier tomorrow because I'm going to be waking up awfully early on Sunday to get, do all this stuff there. But thank you guys for being here. I will see you guys all tomorrow. Bye guys.
Can't be afraid to leave this out.